Hi everybody and welcome to this special top 5 collaboration video that I'll be doing with you guys today. This is going to be very awesome for me to do because I've always wanted to do a collaboration video and I never got around to doing it, although some people on YouTube, particularly one person, I'm not going to disclose this person's name, at first I'm like, oh, I'm probably going to do him, and then 10 months later I decide, hey, I'm actually going to do him, and then this guy assumes that just because I didn't include him or anything, he hates me now and he thinks I'm such a prick. You know what? F*** him. Today on this collab video, we are going to be doing the top 5 Game of Thrones characters in preparation of this Sunday's Season 6 finale. Now, I am collaborating with Cinema Darling, Francesca. I brought her up a few videos ago on my most underrated YouTube critics, and you should check it out. And she's a dope gal. She loves that word. That's like her second favorite word after classy. This is going to be very awesome because we're both huge fans of Game of Thrones. I think she likes the show more than me. Just to let you guys know right now, this video will contain spoilers for Game of Thrones. So if you're not caught up, stop watching this video. Catch up on the show, then come back and watch this video. So here we go. My top 5 Game of Thrones characters. Coming in at number 5, I decided to go with someone that may be a little higher on people's list, but the thing is, because this character might be considered a favorite by a lot of people, I decided to put him on because he is a very awesome character that I've been stuck with since the beginning of the show, who I've been encouraged by since the beginning, Jon Snow. Kit Harington, first of all, and I'm going to bring up a lot of the actors that play these characters because their performances are some of the reasons why these characters are dope. Kit Harington is amazing as Jon Snow, but the thing is, he's the bastard child of the Starks. He is the centerfold of this family, and he joins the Night's Watch, then he joins the Wildlings, then he goes back to the Night's Watch. Obviously, things don't end well with him in Season 5 when he gets stabbed, and then, first of all, f*** everyone that's spoiled to death, because the thing is, if I saw that episode when it was live, that night it aired, I would have teared my eyes out, but because I knew that he died, I didn't know how he died, but just because I knew he died, I'm like, well, now it's ruined. It's ruined for me. But that being said, when he was brought back, I'm like, yeah, this is pretty cool. But Jon Snow is such a badass character. He's a good fighter, but also you can tell that he's heartbroken inside because when he meets Ygritte, I hate that she had to go and she died in his arms. You know nothing, Jon Snow. It broke my heart. But Jon Snow is a badass character. There's a lot of heart in him. He's a good guy. He doesn't deserve any hate. He is a badass. I love Jon Snow. Number 4, Brienne of Tarth. Gwendolyn Christie plays his character. Now, Brienne at first was not really a character that I cared about because I thought she was just like, oh, she's just a woman who kind of looks like a man who's just fighting and everything. That's cool and everything. But the thing is, when she was decided to take Jaime Lannister to the Stark sisters, I was glued to the character. Like, I was more into the character because we got more screen time of her. And she is an ultimate badass. I'm probably going to say it with every character on this list, but it's the truth. When she fights the Hound at the end of Season 4, oh my god. Like, that fight got me on the edge of my seat. I was watching it on my couch, beautiful HD TV. I think I was watching that episode like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was starting to fall asleep, not because of the episode, but probably because I was really tired. And when Brienne and the Hound were starting to fight, I'm like, fuck. Well, holy shit. Like, yeah, this is awesome. Now with Brienne and Jaime, they gotta be together. I know it's not gonna happen, and it could happen, but I don't think it will. They deserve each other. Like, fuck Cersei, okay? Listen, is Cersei good looking? Yes, I understand that Cersei is a good looking woman, but she is a fucking bitch. Like, fuck her. She does not deserve any remorse. I mean, now in this current season, you feel bad for her because of what's going on with her, and also when she basically does that monologue with Arya about how, like, her father taught her that you gotta ignore those boys, you gotta learn how to fight, and if you're gonna fight, you can't fight like a woman, you have to fight like a man. Like, that was awesome. Number 3, speaking of Arya Stark, she's my number 3. When I started watching the show, I hated Arya Stark. I thought she was just a typical child you see on all these TV shows and stuff, but once she interacted with Tyrion Lannister and the Hound, particularly the Hound, I was mesmerized by this character. Maisie Williams is terrific as this character, and pretty much ever since the end of Season 3, I've always been on Arya's side. I've always been excited to see Arya. When Arya comes on screen, I'm like, yay! And usually with child actors, I'm like, And the thing is, Maisie Williams is 19. She's a year older than me, and yet she looks like she's 13. I don't know how she pulls it off, but she does a good job with it. When she's with the Hound, it's like an awesome buddy comedy type of thing, but she's such a badass. The Hound teaches her so many things. When she first stabs that kid, I think at the end of Season 1, I'm like, well, damn. Arya is a really badass girl. She's probably the most badass Stark out there. I mean, you know, with Robb gone, nothing against Sansa, who is my bae. She's not on this list. She's my bae. Like, I love Sansa. Especially what she did to Ramsay in the recent episode. Oh boy. She let the dogs out. That's been a meme for like the last, like, 3 days. Arya, though, when she got blind, I couldn't even believe it. I was just like, no, this girl is so sweet. Yes, she may have done some bad stuff. Yes, she may be a Stark, but she doesn't deserve any of this stuff. And the cool thing is, when she regains her sight, I was like, I was applauding. Like, I was clapping really loud. I think I woke up someone in my family that night when I was watching that episode. When she got stabbed, I thought she was gone. And then she kills that woman whose name I completely forgot. We haven't seen her since episode 8, and I hope we get to see her in this finale because I cannot wait to see where her story ends this season, with her trying to say that, oh yeah, I'm a Stark, and I'm always gonna be a Stark no matter what. Number 2, Daenerys Targaryen. I freaking love Daenerys. Emilia Clarke. Daenerys has grown. She has evolved so much as a character within these last 6 seasons. I mean, first she was just this like this shy girl who's beautiful and everything. She married Khal Drogo and stuff, and then by the end of this current season, she's now the Queen of Marine. It's insane. The evolution of her character is fantastic, and the fact that she's interacting with Tyrion right now, that just makes me happy, because I was always worried that the only other characters she would interact with are really Jorah, and that's it. Now that she's interacting with Tyrion, it's like great stuff. But also her dragons and stuff, the sequences with her dragons, she's such a badass even though she doesn't do any of the fighting. Like, she's the ultimate badass. She is the queen. She is the mother of dragons. Khaleesi is awesome, and when she visits the cow village, oh, what an episode, man. That was a dope episode. And by the way, the opening sequence of the Battle of the Bastards episode with her, that was a great opening sequence. I just want to say that right now. There's so much that you could say about Daenerys, but what I'm saying is pretty much everything that everyone else said. Daenerys is such a great character. She's beautiful, she's sexy, she's intimidating, she's feared, but she's also really caring. You could tell that when she sent Jorah away, she was crying. She was just so disappointed in that guy. She's Khaleesi. You don't f*** with Khaleesi. And my number 1 character, this was really tough for me because I could have gone with Bronn, who in my opinion is the funniest character on the show. I could have gone with the Hound. I could have gone with Jaime Lannister even. Jaime Lannister has also grown on me, but I had to go with my gut. Who's the one character I've liked since the beginning of the show? Well, it's Tyrion Lannister, motherfuckers. Peter freaking Dinklage. He's won 2 Emmys for this, and I hope he wins his 3rd Emmy this year for the show, if he's even nominated, because, I mean, he's a dwarf. He's an awesome guy. He's a womanizer, he's a drunk, but he's the badass. And the thing is, you feel for Tyrion. You know, like I said, he's a dwarf. He gets ridiculed for being a dwarf. Joffrey's wedding, when he gets mocked by him, that was really mean, hurtful shit. Really hurtful stuff. But season 4 is my favorite season of the show thus far. The Trial of Tyrion. The best sequence, in my opinion, of the entire show thus far. My personal favorite sequence. I demand the trial by combat. The fact that he kills his father on the actual throne. You guys get it. If you've seen the scene, obviously you know what I'm talking about. He kills Shay. That broke my heart. The fact that people just mock him for being someone that he isn't. Yes, he's a dwarf, but he's a hero inside. He cares. And when he tells people at his trial that I wish I let all of you die, you know he doesn't mean that. He's just upset for the way he's been treated for all his life, because he's a dwarf, and because of the fact that his mother died when he was born. It's like really good stuff. But Tyrion, all the great speeches, all the great moments, all the great one-liners, him getting drunk, him making me laugh, him making me cry, like, it was great stuff. Peter Dinklage is the ultimate Kane. I know Tyrion will not die this season, and if he does, then the show's done. Because Tyrion is, hands down, the lead character of this show. He's been with the show since the very first episode, and I really hope we don't see him go. Because Peter Dinklage plays his character perfectly well, and no one is as strong of a character on this show as Tyrion is, in my personal opinion. So guys, that is it for my top 5 Game of Thrones characters video. Now, I know I may not be awesome with this kind of topic, because like I just said, This show did take me a while to get into it. I'm still confused with certain aspects, but for the most part, I understand what's going on. Francesca, though, I bet her video will be awesome, so check it out whenever it's uploaded. I will put a link for her channel in the description below. Please subscribe to her, check her videos out, give it a like, and tell her that B Suds sent you. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I hope to do more collabs in the future. If I do, I'll be sure to let you guys know. See you guys soon.